Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Double Impact for the Ultimate Doom on the Ultra Violence difficulty with fast monsters enabled, played through Crispy Doom. We're doing all levels with a pistol start, and this is E1M7 waste treatment. Let's begin. Before we head out, we're going to open this green wall to get this secret shotgun and green armor. Now let's head on out and kill these hit scanners and wait for the shotgunner to arrive. Now let's get rid of the imps. And this zombie man up here. And continue our little journey in dealing with other enemies like this lost soul and these hit scanners. Now we'll brave the damage a bit and go down into this part to blow up some enemies. The rest we'll kill with the shotgun. Should be some more down here. And they're very accurate. Could be a shotgunner down there too. And an imp. Thankfully, they aren't that difficult to get rid of. Anyways, we're gonna grab this stim pack and then head into this room. And let's use the power of explosive barrels to get rid of these enemies. Or maybe not. Either way, it's nice to deal with them. We'll kill the zombie men like that. The imps might get into an imp fight with the shotgunner up there, which is always good if it happens. We'll blow up this barrel since it's getting in the way of my auto-aim. Because we're gonna pistol this imp. And we're gonna shotgun this one. As for the shotgunner, we'll use the pistol on him too. And this guy. Alright, now we can go back to using the shotgun. Unless you want to use the chain gun. Which is fine too. But you want to watch out for this shotgunner either way. Maybe grab some shells while you're out. And we should be good. Alright, so we're gonna grab these armor bonuses. And these ones too. And these health bonuses, because why not? We're gonna wake up some more enemies. Get them to run around a bit. Get rid of this imp. Go into this part. Watch out for the shotgunner and the other guys here. We're gonna wait for them to come around now that we've woken them up. But when you fire into this part, you want to watch out because you'll wake up 2 cacodemons. And that's no good. Instead, we're just going to head into this window and open this area up as a result. We grabbed the medikit, but whatever. I don't care about efficiency no more. I just want to get rid of this cacodemon. And this lost soul. Or rather, lost souls. We'll use the chain gun on this one, since he gives us no choice but to. And we saved the stim pack, so we'll use that. We'll also grab these shells and raise some hell with these enemies. Watch out for this guy, he's pretty much a sniper. Make sure you get rid of him, and check out this part. Should be some enemies that'll infight if you can move around a little bit. And when you're done with them, you can grab all the bonuses, and we'll save this part for later. For now, though, we're gonna just double check for extra armor and whatnot. And clear out another part that'll help us for the next area. We'll open this area up, kill the imp right there. Watch out for the shotgunner. And watch out for these guys too. And let's clear out this area while we're around it. There should be a shotgunner there, and more importantly a specter to the left. And these guys are pretty annoying, but not that big of a deal. Either way, we're gonna make our way up here. Grab the stim pack, wake up the Cacodemon, wake up some other enemies too. We'll just head on down from here and play Hit Scan Harry with these guys. And as for the rest of the enemies, we'll use the chain gun on them. And look, there's a rocket launcher. That might come in handy. But we'll be back here for something else later. For now, I just wanted to clean it out. We're gonna head back down into this part, and this time we're gonna open this area up, and we're gonna blow up some enemies and kill the rest with the shotgun. Ammo for the shotgun might be a little tight, but we're still gonna use it religiously whenever we can. I'm saving the chain gun for bigger fish, you'll see. And we'll save the rocket launcher for other big fish. We're gonna go into this area. Chain gun at least 1 imp. Kill the rest with a shotgun. This stairway leads to the yellow key door, which we don't have yet. So we're just gonna head into here instead. So let's gun down some enemies and use the barrels to our advantage. And I think a no-clipping projectile hit a shotgunner in that little ambush spot. Spoilers. Thanks, no-clipping projectiles. But anyways, now we're done with that part. We're gonna go into here. And when you step into this part, the stairs lower. So that can only mean one thing. And for that one thing, I'm gonna use the rocket launcher to fire at least once to kill one guy. And as for the rest of these losers, I'll use a shotgun. And yes, that was a Spectre. That's where these guys, I'll finish them off with this. Yeah, okay. Alright, flipping the switch raises the stairway back up, but the enemies that were supposed to ambush you are still here. They're just beaten up a little bit, I guess. Oh well. Well, one of them was, from the no-clipping projectile. Anyways, right here, we'll use some barrels to blow up some enemies. We'll just head into this part and tidy up a little bit. Yeah, when you fire into this room, you'll wake up some more enemies. We'll use the chain gun to get rid of some of them. Watch out for the shotgunners in particular, of course. Man, let's wait for some more enemies to hang around here. Alright, it's good enough. Let's wake up some more enemies, I guess. And clear out the rest of them. We'll also go into this spot, grab some armor bonuses. And we'll be back here. But first, I want to grab something in an area that we've been to before. You know, I'll grab the green armor, even though I wasn't efficient with the armor bonuses. Probably need it in all of its armory goodness. You never know. What I do know is, there's another thing we can get here, and I'm going to show you how to get it. Now, lower this lift, wait a second or two, then step by the torch. Then ride up the lift and go into this area, and you'll get a secret with ammo and a supercharge. The timing on that secret is pretty tight, but if you know how to time the lift, you'll be able to get up there with no problem. Now, the reason why we grab that now, out of all times, is because of a specific encounter. When we step right here, this spinal flesh wall will block your path, and when you flip the switch, you want to get out immediately. Fire 2 rockets, then chain gun the rest of these guys if there are any left. Then chain gun the pinkies. And some of these guys too. Especially the shotgunner. Once you deal with most of the enemies in this room, it should be a piece of cake. Mostly the pinkies are the problem. But that's nothing new at this point. As for the remainder, we'll blow up this barrel just to make sure. We're gonna shotgun some cacos. We're saving these rockets for something special. Oh boy, is it special. Yeah, they hand you plenty of shells in this map, so might as well use them when you got them. For this next part, we're just running into here, waking up the Spectre, blowing up the barrel to probably scuff him up a little bit, but probably not. At the very least, they'll guarantee that it'll only take 2 shells to kill him instead of 3. Anyways, we'll step right here. We'll wake up several lost souls and we'll just head out the instant we wake them up, because I'd rather not deal with lost souls in an area like that. Alright, over here, shotgunner, zombie man, shotgunner and imp to the right, 2 zombie men in here. And that should be most of the enemies here. But let's grab some armor bonuses and open this area up. Kill this zombie man guarding this chainsaw. We're not even gonna look at it. There are stimpaks here though, if you happen to need those. But aside from that, when you're done with this area, flip the switch and you'll open this part with this cacodemon. We're gonna shotgun him too. Yes, we did get hit, but that's fine. Alright, so now we clear out this area, we have the red key, so hopefully we shouldn't have to deal with any other imminent threats for the time being. We will have to go into a new area, one that I haven't explored yet. And I'll show you it when we're ready for it. I think for this part though, I'm going to go back into here and grab this ugly thing. We're gonna blow up some barrels. And we're probably going to somewhat invert our enemy priority, because the hit scanners with the partial invisibility are less likely to hit you, but due to muscle memory, the other enemies, like the imps and whatnot, are. Now, one trick I like to do whenever I have the partial invisibility is walk slowly among the projectile tossers. It gives me a little extra time to second think where I'm going. Doesn't always work, but it does help a little bit. Anyways, let's flip this switch right here. It'll wake up some more shotgunners. And it's a fair enough use of the partial invisibility for me, I guess. Over here should be some more enemies. Some more jerks we gotta get rid of. Like that Spectre. And some more hit scanners in this area. Some more barrels to blow up. Along with some enemies right next to them. Right here should be an imp in this little part. Get rid of him like so. Be good to go now. But there's some other things we can get in this part. Now, one area in particular can be a little intimidating, but we just head down from here. We'll actually use the rocket launcher to damage him a little bit. Wake up 2 pinkies, but should be fine. There's a Spectre here too. When you grab the medikit, you should be good to go. Alright. This encounter should be fairly straightforward. It's just an imp and a shotgunner and a zombie man here guarding this armor. We'll grab it, but we'll also flip the switch and press this button. Yeah, it leads to a secret area, and it's a little well hidden, isn't it? Yeah. Well, it leads to this place. And this place has some ammo, stimpak, And to your right is an imp, to your left is a zombie man. And there's a mega armor right here, but I'm gonna save it, because I'll probably need it for other fish to fry. Oh boy, I probably will. Alright, for this next area, we're gonna shotgun this part. I was hoping to blow up the barrel, but, you know, that works too. Over here should be a specter. And down here should be some enemies who are no fun. This next section is really intimidating, and you'll see why when the time comes. For now, we're just gonna head down into it. And shotgun some enemies, like these cacodemons. Watch out for the specter. We'll help them deal with this guy. And we'll grab this medikit. Alright, there should be some more enemies around here. Now, this part, while it is intimidating, it isn't the worst of it. No. Trust me. We're only just beginning this part. Yes, you will get beaten up quite a bit in this area, won't you? Still isn't the worst of it. There's another cacodemon here. Let's just gun him down like so. It's very tedious, but whatever. Tedium's the name of the game in some of these areas. There's a lost soul there. And an imp right here. But when you're done with him, you can get ready for the worst. It is the worst. Because when you try to grab the yellow key, you want to immediately turn around and rocket these pinkies. Rocket these ones too. Shoot these guys in this little area. Use the chain gun to help deal with this part. And, yeah, this part's not really good for your heart rate or your blood pressure, but I like to rocket the pinkies in that part first and foremost, because they will come after you, and so will the specters, but that's why I save up chain gun ammo. Oh yeah, did I mention this guy's here? Because he's here. I use a shotgun to kill him, or at least finish him off. There we go. Let's get some more enemies around here. It's a cacodemon, of course. Along with some friends. But I think the worst of them are done. So let's break out the chain gun, clear out these hit scanners. Watch out for the shotgunner in particular. There should be a lost soul right here, guarding a stim pack. There should be some imps here as well. And a barrel you can blow up. There's some shells that you can pick up, because you will run a little low on them at this point if you've been using them as religiously as I have. And I'm gonna use them even more so for this part. Yes, that is tedious, isn't it? But it's what you gotta do in order to save ammo for bigger fish. Oh well. Let's grab all these health bonuses. And then get ready for another section. We'll go back into this area. It'll give you a box of bullets, but also we'll go into this part, flip the switch, which will open up a new area. We're gonna break out the chain gun for it. Because when we go into here, there should be some enemies right there. Yeah, let's blow up the barrel, just like that. And shotgun the rest of these guys. Grab these health bonuses, and now we can go right over here to flip the switch. But when you flip it, you want to watch out because there are some enemies here. We're just going to hide right here. And chain gun any enemies that want to run right in our faces. And there should be a stim pack to help you with the worst of the lot. Yeah, this ambush is pretty bad, but it's not as bad as the other one, even though I did lose a lot of health in it. Usually I handle it a little bit better in my practice runs, but whatever. There's a medikit there to help compensate for our damages, and there's more stim packs too. Let's just finish off the rest of these guys. Watch out for any stray specters. And we should be good to go. Okay? Okay. Now for this part, we're just gonna get rid of these guys. Watch out for the lost souls here. They're also a zombie man. I'll try to ambush you. Kill these enemies good and dead. And we're done with this part. Thank goodness. But there are some guys here. Sneaky imps. Sometimes they might try to do the old no-clipping projectile trick, but thankfully we didn't get hit by them this time. Alright, for this next trick, we're gonna go and find ourselves in the yellow key area. We're still not gonna grab the mega armor yet. We're not ready for it. And I went a little bit too far. We should be going up this stairway instead. My bad. But I will grab these. In here, we're gonna use the shotgun some more. Get rid of some enemies. Just wait for them to come by the door and just pop them like that. There you go. There's some zombie men in the window. Just get rid of them like that. And now, we're gonna use the chain gun for another special encounter. It's not that special though, but it can screw you over if you aren't careful. And if fate isn't on your side. But usually it is if you have chain gun ammo. Anyways, over here should be some hit scanners, should be some imps around this part. Some zombie men and some shotgunners might be woken up from all of your shooting. So make sure to get rid of them. Get rid of these ones too, and check out this part. There should be some enemies here of the zombie man variety, of course. There's also green armor, which we'll grab. Thank you very much. Still grabbing green armor instead of going to grab the mega armor. Oh well. We'll need that mega armor for something else. Anyways, over here is a switch we'll flip. We'll head out to avoid the worst of this lot. Kill the Pinky right there and use the shotgun to get rid of the rest of these guys. Especially those shotgunners and these imps. Alright, so now we clear this part out, we're gonna grab this real quick. And these health bonuses. Now let's clear the rest of these turds out, especially this one. If you look over here, this door is really messed up. So we can't go into that one. Let's go into this one instead. Let's blow up these enemies in the distance with the barrel. Might blow up some of these guys too, if we're lucky. Probably not though. Well, let's grab some health bonuses and whatnot in this little spot. If you take some damage, don't worry about it. There is a... We've got ourselves a backup. You might have seen it, because I was looking at it very briefly, but I didn't draw any attention to it. That's our little, just in case. Our little screw you, Charlie. That we got back in Nam. Alright, so now we cleared out the rest of these enemies, we're gonna grab this armor, because why not? And we'll head up into here, press the switch. There's a medikit there, but I ain't gonna need that. You ain't gonna need that, probably. But it's a little just in case. Lots of enemies here, but as usual, prioritize the hit scanners. Some more enemies here. Still slim pickings though. Because we got the shotgun and they got poopy faces. Fighting wit as usual from me. Anyways, there's a part right here that we're not going to go into yet. Instead, we're going to go over here. Now, you can just walk along this part right here. It's very thin, but it's still walkable nonetheless. It leads into this little spot. That's a teleporter, and it leads into the secret. Now, in the Unity version, which is the WAD version I'm using, you might get a soulsphere, but I think there's also just a megaarmor in this spot normally. So now we have that, we're gonna make our way back into this little area here. Press the switch and go up the lift. And we're gonna deal with a special encounter. Yeah, another one of them. Before we do that though, we're just gonna clear out the rest of these guys. And these barrels too, I don't think they'll come in handy. At least for me. Alright, in here, whenever you step there, this part's blocked off. And this part's always been blocked off, unfortunately. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna break out the rocket launcher, and we're gonna flip the switch and fire 3 shots to deal with the absolute worst of it. And we'll shotgun these pinkies. These ones too. And now, we'll get rid of the Spectre. And now we can go right here. We'll shotgun this Kako demon. It's Kaka, buddy. Let's go. Here are the stray hit scanners here and there. Some of them will get into infights. And when you're done, you can press this switch and press this switch. Now, flipping the switch here also lowers the slime in this level. And in case you want to go back to this part to get the soulsphere, you can do that just by hugging the wall still. But I already got it, so we're good. But just to make sure that we got everything, I'm going to demonstrate a secret. Yeah, see this green part? You can lower it like that. We're gonna grab the berserk. I was saving it just in case I lost health there, but turns out I didn't. Well, not enough to matter anyway. But what we will need, though, is something else. We'll need to go down here, because this area lowered too. And still, with the chain gun ready, we're gonna fight these guys. And we'll use the shotgun for these pinkies and specters. Should be a specter here. And of course, there he is. He bit me. That's how these specters always announce their presence. They bite you with max damage rolls or something close to it. Should be some hit scanners here. I'm just firing into nothingness. I'll use the chain gun for this guy though. There we go. Alright, as for this part, step out here if you want to wake up this lost soul. You don't have to kill him if you're not playing on Z-Doom or something along those lines. But I'm just killing him just for the heck of it. Anyways, over here is a lift. We're gonna ride it up. And if you were paying attention, you might be able to get this blue key card. But now, we're gonna go into this blue door area, because it's the only way out. We're gonna use a chain gun since we're low on shotgun ammo. Might take a bit of damage from these guys, but it's all fair. Should be some imps here. We'll get rid of them. Get rid of these guys too. This zombie man gotta go too. And so do these ones. Alright, for this next area, you can grab all this stuff if you want. Maybe some shells down there, but we're just gonna take the teleporter. It'll send you back to the start. We have the blue key, so now we can head back into this area. And this is the blue door. And I'm just gonna wake up some of these enemies and fight them a little bit, just to get them going. And there should be a pinky here. And there you go. Also over here is a switch, flip it, and then go back into this part to grab the secret plasma gun. And before we go any further, I'm gonna grab some extra secrets. Because there's 2 left. And 1 I've already been to, though. Alright, over here is a secret that's a little strange in this version. It just gives you an auto map and plasma cells. I think it gives you a soulsphere in the other version. But I guess that's to compensate for the fact that you get a mega armor in the other secret. Or rather, don't. In this version, at least. And we're gonna head back into the one spot where we found the mega armor. Speaking of which, we'll need it. And there's like 60 enemies, but some of them are really painful. You'll see. Alright, there's one more secret left, and it's in the final area, as you can see by the computer area map there. It's the only part we haven't explored yet. And as for this part, we're gonna break out the chain gun. At least initially. Because we're gonna run right here, kill the shotgunners, and then break out the plasma gun for this next encounter. Now prioritize the imps, but also fire at the barons. And don't hesitate to use all of your ammo for the plasma gun on this encounter, because there are lots of enemies here. This is a funny encounter. And it'll screw you over if you aren't careful. Should be some more rockets here. Not only that, but there's also this secret right here. You don't want to dawdle in it too long, but it'll give you some more rockets. And that should be it for this encounter. Thank goodness. Now, there's a Spectre here, but thankfully he isn't that much of a threat, because he's just hanging around on the stairs there. And as for the last few enemies, we're gonna kill him with the Berserk. And there you go. 33 minutes, we got all the kills and all of the items. And that is waste treatment. And that is a tough cookie. Oh boy. Yeah, it's a... I compare it to E1M3. Might even be tougher. Just a little bit. But, the deadliest encounter has to be the yellow key encounter. The blue one, not so much. The red one's also fairly doable if you have rockets prepared for it and can get rid of the pinkies in a fast amount of time. But other than that, this level is mostly just tedium in between all these encounters. Like I said, the yellow encounter is probably the hardest. Mostly because of the unpredictability of the pinkies in a maze area like that, on fast monsters at the very least. I like to rocket the pinkies in the one part, like right behind you, then a little bit in front of you. Sometimes they get into infights, sometimes they don't, but right when it's lowering is when I like to use the rockets, as you saw in the video there earlier on. And the blue key is also an area that can screw you over, or the part leading to the blue key at the very least. The part that lowers the slime even, with the switch that like lowers the slime and introduces you to the pinkies to your immediate left. That's why I rocketed them immediately and got rid of the rest with my weapon there. But yeah, I'm glad that this level's done, because there's one more left. So stay tuned for that, because it will be the final level of Double Impact. It will be Launch Bay. So stay tuned for that, but until then, toodaloo.